Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am going to upload assessment of firm. This is your last unit. Assessment of firm, under here we are going to assess the firm income. As per section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 define the term partnership as relationship between the partners who have agreed to share the profit of the business carried on business activities are individually called partners and collectively called as a firm. Under this assessment of firm under, there are two parties that it comes, working partners and non-working partner. Working partner means name itself suggested who is actively engaged in conducting the affairs of the business. That parties are called as a working partners. Non-working partner is an individual who is not actively engaged in conducting the affairs of the business or the firm. That kind of partners are called as a non-working partners. So this is a format of computing total taxable income of the firm. So problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ net profit ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. We have to take as a base. Net profit as per P&L account. Add inadmissible expenses, which one is not related to the business. That inadmissible expenses we have to add back. Major example of inadmissible expenses are income tax, advanced income tax, all kinds of provisions, personal expenses, donations, capital loss, capital expenditure, payments to related partners, salary to partners, bonus or commissions or any kinds of remunerations to partners, expenses chargeable under other heads. So these all are inadmissible expenses. So problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ expenses inadmissible ಇದ್ರೆ we have to add it back to net profit. Then add interest on capital in excess of 12%. Problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ interest on capital ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ then we have to add back if it is excess of 12%. 12% ವರೆಗೂ exempted ಇದೆ. More than 12% ಇದ್ರೆ excess interest on capital we should add back. Less admissible expenses not debited to P&L account, less income chargeable under the other head, less exempted income. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ಗಳು. After added these all things, after less deducted these all things out of this net profit, that result is called as a book profit. Out of this book profit, we have to deduct remunerations to partner as per under section 40B. What is this under section 40B? Remunerations to partner as per under section 40B. So ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Add income from other heads of income like salary income, house property income, capital gain, other sources income. We have to add it back. Add ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ATGGA ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ATGGA ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟಿಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫರ್ಮ್. So note 1, interest on capital. At maximum rate of 12% is allowed as a deduction in computation of total income of the firm as per under section 184. However, interest on capital in excess of 12% is disallowed. After interest on capital, steps involved for computing total income of the firm. The first step we have to compute book profit. Book profit means what? It means the net profit after added inadmissible expenses, interest on capital in excess of 12%, but before deduct remunerations to partners as per under section 40B. That kind of profit is called as a book profit of the firm. Step 2. Calculate remunerations allowable under section 40B. Remunerations to partner in the form of salary, commission, bonus are allowed to deduct under section 40B. But it required certain conditions like remuneration should be paid only to the working partner. We know working partner andre yaru, non-working partner andre yaru anta. Remuneration it should paid only to the working partner, then only it is eligible to claim under section 40B. Remuneration should be authorized by the partnership. Remuneration should be authorized by the partnership deed. Remuneration should not exceed the permissible limit when stated under section 40 subsection B limit R. Remunerationsiಗೂ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಗೂ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. Whichever is less, that less amount should be eligible to claim under section 40B. ಆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ if book profit is negative, then rupee 1,50,000 is allowed to claim under section 40B. If book profit is positive, then comparison between actual remunerations paid to working partners or limit whichever is less is allowed to claim under section 40B. Limits are limit and hang find out ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ on the first rupee 3 lakh of book profit is rupee 1,50,000 or 90% of book profit, whichever is more. On the balance of book profit is 60% of book profit. So this is a way for finding limitation under section 40 subsection B. So under section 40 subsection B it depend on the book profit only. So this question is your 2019 question paper 5 marks question. X, Y and Z are the partner in a firm which X and Y are the working partner. Net profit as shown in P&L account is rupee 90,000 after debiting the following. Interest on capital at 18%, Mr. X 9,000, Mr. Y 12,000, Mr. Z 6,000. Salary to partner, Mr. X 1 lakh, Mr. Y 1 lakh 10,000. Calculate the income from the firm. Calculate income from the firm. We know the formula, we know the format. First, we have to take net profit for the year, whichever is given under this problem, 90,000. Add inadmissible or disallowed expenses. ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸಲೋಡ್ ಒನ್. ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ದೆರ್ ಆರ್ 3 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ವೈಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? 2,10,000. This 2,10,000 is also be disallowed to the firm. So we have to add it back to the net profit for the year. Then interest on capital is also be disallowed one. Then we have to add it back. But up to rupee 12%, it is allowed to exempted one. Excess of 12%. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ credit ಆಗಿರೋ percentage 18%. Excess percentage what? 6% is a excess one. So this excess 6% interest on capital we should be added back. For example, Mr. X, 9,000 is interest on capital, excess percentage 6% divided by 18%. So 3,000 here added back. 9,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3,000 is a added back disallowed one. Remaining 6,000 is a allowed or exempted one. Mr. Y, 12,000 into 6 divided by 18, 4,000 is disallowed. Mr. Z, 6,000 into 6 divided by 18, 2,000 is disallowed one. Total, ಇದೆರಡು total ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2,19,000 it should be added back to this 19,000. So total 3,09,000. So as per the format, admissible expenses not debited to P&L account we have to deduct. But ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಬಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಈ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3,90,000 ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. Then book profit ಅಲ್ಲಿ under section 40 subsection B we have to deduct. ಅಂದ್ರೆ remunerations to partners as per under section 40 subsection B. Actual ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರಿನ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೋನಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ 2,10,000. ಅವ್ರ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ 40B. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3,09,000 ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಆನ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರುಪಿ 3 lakh 90% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2,70,000. ಆಡ್ 60% ಆಫ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ಸ್ 3,09,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 lakh ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 9,000 ರುಪಿ ಉಳಿತು. ಸೊ 9,000 ಇನ 60% ಆಫ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 9,000 ಆಫ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5,400. 5,400 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2,70,000 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2,75,400 is a limit. 2,75,400 is a limit. Actual payment is 2,10,000 or 2,74,500 is a limit. Whichever is less is eligible to claim. Means 2,10,000. So 3,10,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾರಿ 3,09,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2,10,000 ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 99,000 is a income from business. As per the formula or income format, we have to add back income from other heads. Here there is no information regarding that. Gross total income ಬರುತ್ತೆ 99,000. ATG, ATGGA, there is no information regarding that. So under this problem, income from the firm is rupee 99,000. 19. Taxable income is rupee 99,000. So this is all about ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 1. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್.